In the last video, we looked at the manuscript evidence for the New Testament. So let's think about this. Even if we have earlier and more manuscript evidence than other ancient writings, if the disciples lied about what they saw, it doesn't matter how much or how early that evidence is. Paul says that if what he and the other apostles testified about did not happen, particularly that Christ was raised from the dead, then our faith is worthless and we are still in our sin. So, were they lying or were they telling the truth? First, if the disciples were lying, people would have called them out. See, they wrote about these happenings in Jerusalem during the same time that it happened, so people would have known if they were lying. Now, we have no record of anyone denying it while they were still alive. The second thing is that women found the tomb empty. You see, historians use what's called a criteria of embarrassment to see if writings are being truthful. It's just one of the many methods of testing. Now, if there's information that could be embarrassing to the writer, then it is more plausible than not that they are being honest. Who would want to write about something that is embarrassing to themselves? I know I wouldn't. So during the time of Jesus, a woman's testimony was considered worthless. So the fact that it was women who found the tomb empty would be utterly humiliating for a man to have to report. Therefore, this is a good piece of evidence that shows the disciples reporting the events that happened honestly. Now, here's another thing we could look at. Did the story of Jesus change over time? See, there's a cold case detective. His name is J. Warner Wallace, and he points out that sometimes over the course of 20, 30, or 40 years, you're able to convict someone for a crime they committed decades before because their story changed over time, which indicates a lie at the very beginning. Tomorrow, I will post a brief blog showing how you can check and see if the same Jesus was taught over the next few generations, or if the stories about him changed, indicating a lie.